You work 60 hours a week. You show up early, you stay late. You say yes when others say no. You follow the rules. You give your time, your health, your energy. For the job, for the team, for the promise of someday. You're loyal. You're honest. You take pride in doing things the right way, and yet, someone else who cuts corners, talks more than they work, shakes the right hands, climbs faster. They live the life you thought you were earning, and you're left asking, what did I do wrong? But maybe that's the wrong question. Maybe the real question is, what lie have I been told? From childhood you were told, work hard and you'll be rewarded. Grind long enough and the system will notice. But what if that formula is broken? Worse, what if it was never real? Nietzsche, the philosopher who ripped apart illusions, once said, obedient labor, glorified for sacrifice, humility, and submission, isn't noble. It's spiritual slavery, a psychological trap, a way to keep you in place. Because in a world where power decides outcomes, morality is often a leash. Virtue is praised, not to uplift you, but to keep you controlled. If effort alone created success, the hardest working people in the world would be the richest. But the construction worker who rises before sunrise, the nurse running 12-hour shifts, the delivery driver, the bus operator, the janitor, they keep the world moving and still struggle to pay rent. Meanwhile, a TikTok guru with a rented Lamborghini makes more in a day than that nurse earns in a month. This isn't a glitch. It's the system functioning exactly as designed. Labor builds the world, but labor doesn't control it. The highest earners, they aren't sweating in the heat or breaking their backs. They operate in leverage, perception, and control. They don't just work, they own. Nietzsche drew a brutal line, master morality. Born from strength, ambition, boldness, creativity, it defines its own value and refuses to wait for permission. Slave morality, born from weakness. Unable to compete in power, it flips the rules. It calls obedience virtue, humility strength, suffering noble. Slave morality comforts the powerless. It reframes weakness as morality so people can endure a world they cannot change. And once that belief spreads, it becomes sacred, a holy lie. Slave morality keeps you useful. It keeps you quiet. From childhood, you're told, be good and life will be fair. That's the just world fallacy, the comforting but false belief that good things happen to good people. It's not just wrong, it's dangerous. Because while you're working late and fixing problems you didn't cause, someone else is building alliances, learning leverage, and rewriting the rules. You're being moral, they're being strategic. And in this world, strategy wins. Here's the trap. When people wake up to the lie, some swing to the other extreme. They think the only alternative to being exploited is being ruthless. Nietzsche didn't preach cruelty, he preached authorship. Stop confusing submission with virtue. Stop waiting for permission to live with purpose. The goal isn't to abandon morality, it's to upgrade it, to merge principle with power. Power over yourself, power over your direction, power over your destiny. Nietzsche's Übermensch isn't a tyrant. It's the individual who stops waiting for the system to approve of them. They create their own values. They choose when to play the game and when to change the board entirely. They don't hope to be seen. They decide to be impossible to ignore. Kindness isn't weakness. But kindness without awareness is obedience in disguise. Strategic kindness knows when to help, when to refuse, when to walk away. It says yes when it aligns with your mission, and no when it serves only to drain you. Not every job deserves loyalty. Not every leader deserves trust. Not every opportunity deserves your time. Sometimes leaving isn't failure, it's the start of freedom. The rules you were taught made you a good worker, not a powerful person. The people who taught them, they understood the game. They just needed someone else to keep playing it. So stop waiting for the system to reward you. Reward yourself. Build something that reflects your values. Learn negotiation, set boundaries, create leverage. Own something, whether it's a business, a skill, an audience, or your time. Don't abandon your morals, but stop using them as chains. Turn them into a compass. The future belongs to those who are clear, conscious, principled, the ones who don't wait for the world to change, but change the terms of their own existence. Hard work still matters, but without power, without strategy, without ownership, it will keep you stuck. So stop asking, when will they see my worth? Start asking, why am I giving them the power to decide? Because the moment you stop waiting for permission is the moment you start living the life you were meant to live.